You're waking up to Key 103. It's now 8 minutes past 8. It's Kelly Clarkson. Today, Wednesday, the 7th of March. A cool and blowy, damp start to Wednesday. Wet and rainy pretty much all day today. So, there has been a murder this week in Weatherfield. DI Spokes and I yesterday went to investigate.
Yes, thank you, Chief Constable Toolan.
It was time for an investigation. All right then, Alison, what do you know?
Not much.
Tell us everything. I'm looking at you in the eye. Did you murder him?
What do you think?
I think you did it.
Do you?
I think you had the motive, you had the opportunity. You're as guilty as a puppy sitting next to a pile of poo.
Where were you on Monday night at about 8:35?
I did go and see him in the factory.
You did?
Yes, but I didn't do anything.
So you're denying it? Actually, well, obviously, we're now... What's the gap between the filming and when it goes out on the telly? It's about 6 weeks?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
6 weeks? So you're still here, so it means obviously you're not in jail.
I can't believe you're just giving that away. I might be in jail. We've got perfectly good big warehouses that can make up a jail.
Yes, yeah, I've seen Jim McDonald come out of it once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be in jail.
So listen, you have had some amazing plot lines over the last year, haven't you? You are absolutely having the time of your life.
Exhausted, yeah.
You are absolutely knackered.
Yeah, absolutely cream crackered. You can tell by my face this morning. Yeah, no, it's been amazing, and you know, I've been working with brilliant people like Chris Gascoyne, who wasn't he the most brilliant drunk last night?
Do you know?
I've never seen anything like it.
I honestly think you were. I thought, is that method acting?
I couldn't keep a straight face, and Frank, it was so easy for Frank because he could stand there when he was doing the signing and kind of laugh at him. He was meant to laugh, and I just had to keep this really annoyed straight face, and he was wobbling all over me. His hands were all over me.
It was hilarious when the two of you were fighting over the bottle of Jack Daniels, and then Leanne walks in and goes, "Well, this says it all."
If the Twits could have their own episode, do you remember that story? It's kind of them, isn't it? That's what we've become.
How
the
many
Twits.
cupboards have you got? Gin and scotch?
I know.
It was behind the pot noodle. It was in with the
didn't notice. I was really shocked when I saw that you had one underneath mine in that other cupboard behind the crisps.
Oh, but every time
I didn't know that was there.
The new bottle fell out.
I love it.
The settee.
Yeah.
There's one under the settee.
That's my kind of settee, that. Oh, it's a bottle of gin. I love that.
I'm going to put it out there that I don't think you two are going to be perfectly matched as a couple. I don't think you're going to help each other through this crisis.
I think we're perfectly matched. Absolutely nothing wrong with a bit of that.
I think Carla's putting up with a lot, though, isn't she? With Peter, obviously, and Simon doesn't like her yet, and all the other things. She's been, you know, sent to Coventry. She's having a really rough time of it, isn't
she's
she?
having a really rough time, but she can handle the drink, I think, better than Peter, and she only seems to really be dependent on it when she's having a really bad time, which she's now, but because I think Peter's gone downhill in that way, she's helping him out more, so I think she's kind of getting herself together slowly.
Should definitely be more.
I think they love each other properly,
shining
so.
Norris's head, though. I think that was.
That was actually we had a load
Did you
of.
hear the squeaky noise?
We had a load of texts in, but a lot of people saying, "Listen, never mind all that going on with Frank. That was the highlight of the episode when Peter got Norris in a head."
Did you watch it?
I watched it last night.
Did you? And how do you watch it? Like, do you watch it cringing? Do you watch it differently?
Without my through my fingers like that. But yeah, it was.
Do you ever think, God, I look good on that?
No, no.
I get sick of Googling where your clothes are from. I like your T-shirt with the perfume bottles on it.
Do you?
It's got its own Twitter page or something.
I know. Loads of people wanted that, and I get them from a lovely little shop in Walmsley. But it's grown, actually. I think I've not looked after it properly, and it's like I've had to stop wearing it now. It's down by my ankles, yeah.
I'm a bit bigger than you. Throw it my way.
I went out. Me and my girlfriend Gemma went out for a Turkish meal last night, and we actually had to cut. We had to finish our main course quickly to get back in time for Coronation Street. And this is one of those sort of storylines that does that, isn't it? Now it's a little bit like the Who Shot JR thing, isn't it?
It's got loads of non-Corrie watchers watching Corrie, and that's just fabulous because you know loads of my friends that used to be a bit snobbish about, oh no, I'm not watching it, actually just ringing up saying I'm hooked, and it's that's great. It's a great feat to get my mates watching it.
So, and I've seen the picture of the 5 suspects. You're all stood there on that height board.
But they didn't include Anne, did they?
Anne isn't on it, but everyone's thinking Anne might be in is it definitely one of the 5? Can you tell us that?
Well, they're the 5 suspects, so yeah.
Yeah?
I guess so.
Okay, and you know for sure now who it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Pincher,
Look
Mike,
me in the
you're
eyes,
closer.
Alison. Is it right? Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to do like a Darren Brown kind of mind trick thing here. Right. I'm going to reel out a whole list of names. Okay. And I'm going to just gauge your reaction. You don't have to say anything.
Gauge my pupils.
I'm going to gauge your pupils. You ready? Okay. Was it Maria? No, there was no
no,
flinch.
it was no Maria. No.
Was it Anne?
This makes good radio, doesn't it?
Actually, that's a good point.
she's put a
This is
stop to
rubbish
that.
radio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sensual in a way. It's quite nice.
This is Manchester's #1 hit music station.
Mike and Chelsea in the morning.
Key 103.
Manchester.
It's 8:13, part 2 of Carla Connor when she's joined by Peter Barlow coming up after 8:30 this morning. 39 on Q103. So yesterday, Chelsea and I had almost like a school day trip out to Coronation Street. We had a chat with, amongst others, Carla and Peter Barlow. You must have enormous amounts of fun playing the character you do. There's so much for you to get your teeth into. And like I said, the storylines that Carla's had, probably the best, well, Carla and Peter, I would say, seriously, probably are the best storylines out of anyone in the last year or so. Do the other cast members, and I won't mention any names, but do they get a bit fed up? It's like, oh, for God's sake.
on them again.
Come on, I've got to do Dancing on Ice to get noticed.
No, they have to come in, when they come in 5 times a week, they're like, oh, I'm knackered. And we're like, yeah, try our job. But no, everybody's dead supportive of everybody else, aren't they? I don't think you wouldn't get through it if it wasn't for the other members of cast and crew, because they literally, when you're dropping on your knees, just kind of get you through it, which we have been, haven't we, mate? But it is amazing to have those lovely storylines, but it's nice to have a bit of balance, a little bit of the other as well, a bit of
And
comedy
what was
and
Andrew
slapstick,
like
you
to
know.
it with? Because, I mean, I hated Frank, like, really hated him.
Did you?
Which means that he must have been a really good actor, because I doubt he was that horrible in real life.
Oh, he was.
Was he?
No.
acting.
He's lovely.
It's the second time I've heard you say that in 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm going to kill him,
I'm going to kill him.
It was so funny.
He must get some grief, mustn't he?
Amazing bloke. Witters on a lot. He's kind of like
Very quietly as well.
he's kind of like
like a killer.
Stephen Fry with his anecdotes and stuff. You know, you get a fresh one every day or 6, and but he's amazing and very witty and funny.
But he is so believable, and he's one of those characters, and it's testament to the actor, because you really, I too also really hate him. And if I met him in real life, I don't know what I'd be like with him, because I do believe he's a horrible, nasty piece of work.
Yeah, my father-in-law wants to punch him, I think.
So, can you give us any clues at all, then, Alison, as to what might pan out?
Peter
You've seen a bit.
in a tabard.
You've seen Peter in a tabard.
Like,
he gets a job as a dinner lady.
Yeah.
That's just at the
Serving
weekend he does that.
chicken curry.
Yeah.
Why have you seen a picture of Peter Barlow in a
Because
tabard?
I've seen some sneaky pictures.
Ah,
So,
right, okay.
You know, I think I've heard that Peter comes back with some kind of blood on him, and he doesn't know where he's been. But then
Yeah.
again, you know, there's a few others in the frame.
Yeah. Well, we're going to watch this with interest.
Thank you.
And we've got Chris Gascoyne, who plays Peter Barlow, of course, is with us. Chris, come over here for a second. Just come and say hello.
Come on, I'll move up here.
Come and just say hello a
Sit here
second.
next to me.
In a way, Chris, I felt sorry for you last night because you had the big storyline,
Yeah.
and it was topped, wasn't it? So
Yes.
you're back on the booze,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's a murder.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I thought it was a good app last night, and
Did you watch it at home?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I love the scene with Carla and Frank. The last scene when he admitted that he had raped her.
Yeah.
So it was horrible. Yeah.
It's weird sat opposite the both of you. I can't get my head around this.
It's
Sorry.
I once brought my nan here for a tour, and we bumped into Steve McDonald, and we have a picture, and I sort of thanked him as who he is, and my nana went, "Thanks, Steve."
I know, I'm sure everyone
Just
does, though,
do,
don't
don't
they?
Yeah, all the time.
So with you...
Your mother-in-law rings up and says, "Oh, hello, Peter." It's all right. Yeah, I'm only married to your daughter. Don't worry.
Is it hard to... I would think, you know, I've only done little bits of acting and stuff, but I would imagine it's very, very hard to act drunk convincingly.
I've had a lot of practice. No, it's quite difficult, especially when it's all you're filming out of order, because then you have to kind of think, well, how many drinks has he had there? But last night was a bit more kind
He's
of.
got little notes on his pages, right? that go, I've had a quarter of a bottle here, and I go back and I've had just a couple of sips here. So
Very anal, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I suppose you've got to, haven't you? If you're shooting out a sequence, you don't know
Yeah,
exactly
but
where you are with the JD.
thing was, the reason last night that he got so drunk was because the next episode he can't remember what he's done and where he's been. So that's the reason that they got him so... I was going to swear then, but drunk. Bluted, yeah. Yes, that's a good word.
Trousered.
Yeah.
Trousered.
And then, of course, there's also the underlying thing of Peter losing the bookies as well, isn't there? So, or whatever, or being investigated by the Gambling Commission.
Yeah.
So he's really... all the crap is piling up on his plate, isn't it?
He's got all the pressure on him, yeah, in every way, and Simon, and then Leanne's on his back.
I love Simon.
Oh, he's great, isn't he?
Didn't you sit next to him at
He
the-
sat behind me at the opening night of Oliver, bless him, in his little suit. Oh, he's gorgeous. More people were interested in Alex than Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, they're the same age.
Mentally.
Yeah. Oh, I never said that, no!
Well, we've got to wrap up, and I've got to ask one other question. Is the satellite dish still on the rovers today?
I don't know.
Let's go and have a look, Chelsea.
We'll let you go and have a look.
Let's go and have a look on the street and see.
Because it's interfering with Ken's signal on his telly, and so it can't
Well,
stay.
I knew that Frank died, and I knew the satellite dish was going up. I thought, hang on, that falls off the top of the Rovers, clobbers him on the back of the head. That's how he bites
It's
it.
a storyline, that'd be brilliant.
Key.
Peter Barlow, Chris Gascoyne, really nice bloke, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and Alison King, Carla Connor in an exclusive on Key 103. They don't like doing interviews, those two. You won't see them popping up in many places at all. They're quite sort of very normal, shy people, aren't
Yeah.
they? So thank you to them for doing that. We have the lovely Kim